Hello students, today I am going to start chapter 11, that is King for a Day. This story is taken from a folk tale. Now do you know what is folk tale? Folk tale is a traditional story that people of a particular region or group repeat among themselves. Repeat, or you can say tell among themselves. So it's a story about a fox. Here you can see one picture of a fox. It's a story about this fox who made himself as a king. Now what is the story? Let us start. Halt and go, declared the self-crowned king. How dare you drink from my river without a word to acknowledge my presence? Now, acknowledge means admit. Here, the king, that is, the fox, says that how you drink the water from the river without any information from me. The old buffalo stopped in his tracks while his rheumy means watery eyes took in the fox before him. Then he wished, I have had refreshing draughts from this river since I was a young calf. No one has ever stopped me who created these new rules. Here, one buffalo, when he came to drink water from the river, the fox stopped him. That without my information, without my permission, how you are drinking water from this river? Then this buffalo said that when I was young only, I was drinking water since that time. So who created these new rules of asking? That whom I will ask? I did, declared the fox, his nose in the air. Can't you see how magnificent my throne is? Then the fox said that can't you see my throne? Throne, what is this you are seeing? This is my throne, or the shimmering glory of my crown. Means he had one crown also and he had one throne also. So he said that are you not seeing this? You shall not drink a drop until I allow you to pass by. I am the monarch of all I survey. So monarch means king. Means without my permission you can't drink water. What? Stumbled the buffalo. Then hurry with your permission, will you, O monarch? Then the buffalo said that I have to take permission from you, the king. You just have to repeat this verse of tribute to myself that I have composed. Then the fox said that I have composed a few lines, so you have to repeat those lines after me. Then what were the lines? That was exquisite crown, majestic throne, a wonderful king to the very bone. So this was the lines that the fox said the buffalo to repeat. Then sounds like gibberish to me. Gibberish means meaningless sound, muttered the buffalo, but I am too thirsty. He said that these lines are very meaningless, but I am very thirsty. So I will not argue anything. So I will repeat this nonsense to get myself a drink for now. The buffalo quickly muttered the words under his wheezy breath. Wheezy breath means breathing with a whistling sound. So that buffalo repeated those meaningless words. The fox was thrilled with the success of his plan. Just hours ago, he had been wandering through town in search of a bite. But not a rabbit did he find, not a plate of a day-old rice and dal, not even rotis with thick curds. Means he was wandering from food, but he got nothing. All he found were an ancient pair of embroidered shoes or jutis by a rubbish dump. Here you see in picture, when he was searching for the food, he found two pair of jutis embroidered with from a dump. As he began to gnaw at the shoes, means bite. Gnaw means bite. At the shoes, he found even his sharp teeth could not make a dent. After half an hour of worrying them, the fox was about to toss away his unappetizing lunch. Unappetizing means not attractive lunch, when a thought flitted through his mind. Means when he does not found anything to eat, he make a plan. The jutis, he muttered, might not be the pick for the menu for lunch, but they still looked rather pretty. Means the jutis he can't eat, but it was looking very pretty. The golden threads that patterned their burnished means polished by rubbing. Red leather uppers glinted means reflect under the sun, means it was polished with red leathers and it was reflecting under the sun. What if he tied them together and wore them as a crown? So he tied them, both the jutis, and he made a crown. Thrilled by his own brilliance, the fox decided it would be super to be a king, or at least to try the experience for a while. So wearing his newfangled means recently designed crown, and he wandered off to the riverside just outside the town. Means he wore that jutis as a crown and he was wandering to the riverside. As the waters gurgled by, the fox wondered how to fashion a throne for himself. Means he is saying that how he had made this beautiful throne by himself. He collected a huge pile of bones strewn by the river bank. Strewn means untidily scattered by the river bank, the leftovers from animals that had devoured their prey. Devoured means eating hungrily. Whatever was left over the riverside, the fox placed a layer of bones in one direction, then another layer across them, and hours later he had a mound taller than himself. Now you see this picture here, how he made his mound, this one, by the pile of bones, and see how it was scattered. So he made here and he wore this pair of jutis on his head like a crown. But it still bore little resemblance to a throne. How could he improve it? He collected clay from the riverbed and plastered it thickly over the bone mound. Brushing the sweat off his brow, the fox stepped back to admire his own handiwork. Means by himself he made the mound and the crown. Impressed, he clambered to it with a great difficulty. He placed his bushy tail at a jaunty angle and settled his crown firmly on his brow. See this picture here, how he sat in this mound and sat himself as a king. Then as he sat there, twirling a neem branch between his fingers as he imagined a king would, he heard the sound of heavy breathing. See how he sat with this neem branch in his fingers. That's when the old buffalo Lombardis moved in a slow, awkward way into view, heading towards the river. Then, even as the buffalo was immersed nose deep in the gurgling waters, a huge brown bear appeared down the forest track. Means, when buffalo was drinking water, a huge bear also came on that track. Halt and go, Bhalu Chacha, roared the fox. Then fox interrupted in between and said, halt, waving his neem branch fiercely. As you see how he has taken this neem branch in his hand and waving this neem branch, he said, stop. Stop there, Bhalu Chacha. Then, how dare you pass your monarch without greeting him? Means, he said, the fox said, how you have passed without greeting the king. Never heard such nonsense in all my long years as a grizzly, growled the bear. Then bear shouted and said that I have never seen such a nonsense in my ears. What's the matter this time? Nobody's ever stopped me from quenching my thirst before. Means from this time nobody ever stopped from drinking water. Are you kidding? Answered the bear. Bear said that, are you kidding? Let me pass at once. What kind of a silly joke is this? Doesn't even make me laugh. Means what a silly joke you are saying, and it doesn't even make me laugh. Everyone who wants to drink from my river must sing my praises, insisted the fox on his throne. He repeated the lines he had composed once more. Then he said that everyone who will pass from this river, he has to repeat the lines what I had composed. So today up to here only, students. I hope you all have understood about this fox, how he was stopping everybody and making himself as a king. So in the next class we will complete the rest of the story, and till then your classwork is you have to write the hard words, whatever hard words are there in your book also, and what I have given also, that all you will write in your notebook. And in the next class we will complete the rest of the chapter. Thank you.